Hey, aloha, Mark J. coming to you from our backyard, basically our dream here in Kauai. And one of the big things was time. I told you that I was a single parent, working 60, 70, 80 hours a week, raising 2 kids by myself. So I needed to find out how to create the time, and that's really important. So let's break it down, because I found over the years that people that get this succeed, and people that don't get it tend to fail. So hopefully you'll get it. Hope it comes across clear here. Don't worry about the shadows of the leaves. There's actually 168 hours in a week. That's how many hours that you have in a week. Now you're going to get 56 hours. I'm going to give you that to sleep. Okay, that's going to leave 112 hours for you. Out of that, you probably have a job like I did. So let's say it's 50 hours a week. That's going to bring you down to 72 hours. I'm going to give you 20 hours, and that's really important that you keep this first. Make sure you keep this first for your family, okay, and worship, whatever your thing is in that area. So that's going to leave you with 52 hours. I'm going to give you 10 hours for errands. That's going to leave you 42 hours. This is errands. You know, dry cleaning, going to the grocery store, and so forth. That leaves you 42 hours in a week. Out of those 42 hours, we know, because life happens, that things go wrong. And I don't know if you've ever heard of this guy, Murphy, but Murphy's Law is if something can go wrong, it will. So I'm going to give you 12 hours for Murphy's Law. And this is what we found out, and you'll find this out in the Think and Grow Rich study that you're going through. It's pretty simple. It's what you do with those 30 hours that really determines your future. Now, the average American watches TV about 7.5 hours a day. That's right, 56 hours a week the TV is on in the house. Add to that internet, tweeting, and Facebook, or what I like to call wastebook, you're seeing 20 to 30 hours disappear. If that's what you want your future to be, then continue to do that. So the first thing you want to do is unplug all the TVs in your house if you want to be successful. You got 30 hours. Here's what I suggest. Throw another 5 hours at your family. The first thing you want to do is tell them, I'm going for this business. It's really important. Our future's wrapped up in it, but you're the most important thing to me, honey. So make a date with your kids and with your wife or your husband every single week. Sure they come first, because when you're putting in your time in the business, they'll remember they had a date with you and they got another one scheduled. So 1 date a week. We've had people call us over the years and say, what did you do to my husband? What did you do to my wife? We've been married 15 years and now they're inviting me out on dates. This is crazy. It's wonderful. You're going to need their support. That's how you get it. But here's the bottom line. It all depends on what you do in those 30 hours right there. So I divide it up. I throw 5 or 10 at your family, shut the TV off. That's going to give you 10 to 20 hours a week to build the business. And that brings me to what I like to call the country road, the state highway, and the expressway. Okay, this is what you can count on. 8 to 10 hours a week is the country road. It's going to take you 3 years to build a legitimate business. 12 to 15 hours a week. That's going to take you 2 to 3 years. This is going to take you 3 to 5. This is going to take you 2 to 3. And if you put in the full 20, you can get it in 1 to 2 years. What do I mean by that? The average person that puts in that much time, 3 to 5, 8 to 12 hours a week, 10 hours a week, 15 hours a week, or 20 hours a week, whichever road you decide to be on, you will double your income in that amount of time. In other words, 20 hours a week, you'll double your income in 1 to 2 years. This is what you need to know about time. It stands for things I must earn. And you earn them by realizing that you have an extra 30 hours a week. You need to decide how many hours you're going to put into your business, country road, state highway, or expressway, and then make and keep that commitment. And I'll tell you about that in the next tip, which are the 4 Ds. Peace be the journey. Think about it. 30 hours a week you got. What are you going to do with it? Peace.